Hi, I'm Paul Dayton, and I'm here to talk to you about my second book, Socialism, The Gift That Keeps on Taking. You can check out my website, pauldayton.us, for free excerpts, videos, and other cool stuff. Most people are looking for sort of an easy answer. What's one book I can read that'll teach me about all of human history so I can discuss matters like an intelligent person instead of just being limited to regurgitating a few t-shirt slogans? Well, there's no answer to that question, but this book is sort of along that line. It covers 4,000 years of recorded human history. It's kind of like a big textbook. You can read all these books on this shelf over here, and the dozens of other books I have in another room in my house, and a bunch of government reports. You can do all that. Or you could read this book. I've gone through the trouble of boiling it down for you, a lot of examples from history that relate to current events. Things like the race industry, victim politics, things like the American Civil War. You know, there's a child's version of history that says that America was formed and the white supremacists for some reason made this project to oppress all black people, and then 100 years later or so there was a war fought where the people in the North stopped what they were doing, went and fought the people in the South to try to free the black man, and the people in the South said, "No way, man! We got to keep the darkies in chains." And nothing could be further from the truth. Absolutely nothing could be further from the truth. This nation was held together by band-aids and dental floss up to that point, and frankly, for a while thereafter. There were a lot of other important issues at play. In fact, during Thomas Jefferson's presidency, at the start of the 19th century, the sitting vice president, Aaron Burr, conspired with foreign agents to try to overthrow this country. The head of the American Army was a double agent of the Spanish, and at the 11th hour, I mean, there was almost a war at that time, in the year 1805, I think, somewhere in that ballpark, but it says for sure in here. So just to name one example, we have the issue of France in 1789, the episode in which the Marxist sort of wet dream came true. The lowest people confiscated the property of the people who they envied. They literally stole their property, so they overtook the state. And what they did was they squandered all that. They made a currency. They had inflation through the roof, a currency nobody respected. They had perpetual poverty and tyranny. They had a wave of bloodshed. They had it was like bank robbers. If you ever saw a movie about bank robbers, they get in there, they think they're going to get the money, and then they're trapped in there. There's a hostage situation. They start turning on each other, and they throw one over the side to try to save somebody new. It was just like that. It went on like that for 10 years. It was the poor were not uplifted at all by the 1789 episode in France, and I detail that with a lot more specifics in this book. We talk about the American Indians, another favorite of the victim politics industry, and it's something that people don't seem to know anything about. We talk about how the Indians broke treaties, just like the Europeans broke treaties. The Indians stole, the Indians were slavers. The first slavers, there's a famous, presently famous, this thing, the 1600 Project, or 16 something or other. I have the exact year in this book. It's really not worth taking seriously. But this fiction that in this year 16 something or other, a boat came over with some black slaves on it from Africa, which, by the way, were enslaved by Africans, which we cover in this book in detail. Came over, and from that point on, the black man was oppressed. When in fact, slavery goes on in every country throughout the history of the world, which is chronicled here. And the first slavers were the red men on this country, around this continent, on this land. A long history of slaving, just like everybody else. The yellow man, the red man, the black man, the white man. All slavers, the brown man, anything you like. If a person existed, they have been engaging in slavery forever, for thousands of years. It's not unique to the United States of America. It's not unique to whites or blacks or anybody else. They prey upon the ignorance of the general public, and so we try to cure that ignorance with this book here. So it's really the short pitch here. I encourage you to go to my website, pauldayton.us, where you can see other videos with short excerpts. I also have articles with little clips here and there, interviews, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.